so now that we've learned the song, I would like to teach you guys on how to spice it up a little bit by adding some hammer-ons, pull-offs and slides. And I would also like to teach you how they're notated in the score. So let me play the song for you guys once again, but this time in a spicy way. So we're gonna add some hammer-ons, pull-offs and slides to it. Check it out. 3 and 4 and... Let's break it down. So the first technique that I use is called a pull-off, and that's how it's notated. So what I'm doing here is pressing the 7th fret, plucking that note, and then pulling the string downwards. The direction is down towards the ground with your index finger, as if you're playing the string. Not away from the string, but downwards. That's the idea, right? And this is a pull-off. This is one way of playing a pull-off. So after that, we go to another note, which is the 8th fret, and we do a pull-off there as well. So 8, we pluck the 8, and we release the 8 with our middle finger. And that's how we get the second note. The 0 is with a pull-off. Then we go back to the 7, and we do the same thing. Let's play it from the beginning. 3 and 4 and 1 and pull off, pull off, pull off. So let's move on to the next bar, and in the next bar we're going to have a slide and a hammer-on. So these are the other two techniques. So let me play you the second bar. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So all right, the first thing we got to do is play the first fret on the second string 2 times. Then we go to the first string 3rd fret with our ring finger. And then let's slide that ring finger from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret. So the 5th fret is obviously sounding a little bit weaker than the 3rd fret, which is okay. That's how it should be. That's why it gives this effect of a slide, right? It's a little bit... So what is important when it comes to a slide? It's simply keep the finger pressed. So the movement from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret, my ring finger doesn't release the string. It keeps on pressing. You can also help the movement by keeping the rest of the fingers, the index and the middle finger, pressing on the same string. They actually don't matter. They don't change the sound whatsoever. They just help a little bit with the pressing part. So let's take it again from the beginning of the second bar, and let's include the slide. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... Very good. Let's move into the next technique, which is a hammer-on. So the hammer-on is happening between the 2 and the 3 on the first string. So the 2nd fret we're going to be pressing with our index finger and then hammering on. It's kind of a hammer that happens there. That's why it's called a hammer-on, with your middle finger on the 3rd fret. So the 3rd fret might sound a little bit weaker in the beginning when you're working on this technique, but try to improve that and get a little bit more force to get better with this technique. A quick tip for you guys: make sure that the finger that does the hammer on, which is the middle finger, is round and curved, because it serves like a hammer. So this little section of your finger, this little joint, has to meet the fretboard in kind of a 90 degrees angle. It's the same as if you're trying to put a nail inside of the wall and you're hitting it with a hammer. So the hammer doesn't go from underneath, it doesn't go from above, it goes right to the nail. So that's the idea of how this finger should be working. Alright, it's time to play the spicy version from the beginning till the end. I just want to include one final thing, so this way it will sound complete. Here is your AM chord. After playing the second repetition, because we're going to be repeating it 2 times, the 2 bars will be repeated 2 times. After the second repetition, strum that AM chord. Let's do it. 3 and 4 and... Good job, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to click the thumbs up button and to subscribe to my channel, because there's going to be a lot of cool videos coming up very soon. And if you are so much into ukulele, I'm welcoming you to check out my Patreon page, which is in the description. I have my amazing community there. I'm doing live weekly classes and monthly performances and teaching all kinds of arrangements. So make sure to check it out. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.